Hell yeah, I love America, and I hate Bud Light because it's full of Yeah! Freedom! That was all.
It's going to be hard to find a better visual summary of Republican politics. Manufactured outrage steeped in bigotry perceived as taking away someone else's freedom is the right wing's favorite and most sinister strategy.
What does that mean? What did you just
What
said?
does freedom mean?
No, you said I hate Bud Light. Why do you hate Bud Light?
Well, because they cater all the wokeness and the not the un-American spirit.
What was un-American that they did?
It's safe to assume this bigot is talking about Bud Light hiring trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney for a one-off ad campaign to target a new demographic of potential consumers, which is arguably one of the most American things a company could do in today's economy.
Well, let's be clear. When you do sponsorships, you definitely do sponsorships for the money, too. Money is definitely a part of it, but money was not the decision-making there wasn't the reason that I made the decision. All the things that I just told you are why. I mean, there's more to being aligned with a sponsor, a major sponsor like that, for as long as I'm going to be. There are many other things that are important to me other than just the money. And the people that were all involved in this negotiation on every side absolutely positively know that my choice was not determined by money.
Look no further than the greedy slimeball Dana White, who gladly accepted the reportedly $100+ million sponsorship deal from the brand, proving that the only thing that really matters at the end of the day to these corporations is profit.
They run their business. They do their thing. They do a lot of great things.
And there you have it. Dana White is far from an ally to the trans and broader LGBTQ+ communities, but the money was enough to convince him that the backlash he would face from the bigoted fan base he's catered to would be worth the investment, instead of just resorting to owning the libs like so many of his fans wanted him to do.
What's the shirt mean?
Oh, they suck. They're the worst. They're the problem with this country.
What can we do to bridge the divide in the country?
Bridge the divide in the country? I don't know. Close the borders. Yeah.
With the divide between Americans, what can we do to bridge the divide between Americans?
I don't know. You want to help me out here?
Probably talk to each other more. Listen to each other.
Less name calling?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And the shirt says?
Liberals suck.
All right, thank you.
Trump 2024. Your feelings.
There you have it. How do you feel about the 2020 election?
I feel that it was rigged, absolutely 100%.
You feel that it was rigged?
Yes.
And that's just how you feel? Those are your feelings?
Oh, yes, 100.
What do you think if someone was like, nah, your feelings?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Your feelings.
Yeah, but your feelings were that the 2020 election, your feeling was that the 2020 election was stolen.
Right, and we all have opinions. That's mine, and I have that right. So
the real danger with the own the libs at all cost attitude is that it permeates into every facet of someone's belief system and empowers people who think the same as this woman to become even more entrenched in their beliefs. No amount of legitimate, tangible, and irrefutable evidence could change her mind about the 2020 election and all of the other lies she believes, because she is consciously deciding to live in denial and close off her mind to anything that even slightly challenges her point of view.
we don't have enough people in this country to cover the votes that Biden said he got. I mean, it's just unrealistic.
Well, there are enough people in the country.
Sure. Yeah, are there enough legal people in the country?
Yeah.
Right. Do they vote? Are they dead? Do they?
Well, no. People investigated this stuff.
Yeah, well, the investigation, whose side are you looking at?
It depends what your feelings are.
Right.
Let's be clear, this is not a healthy way to live your life whatsoever. Living in a constant state of skepticism and paranoia and not knowing the difference between facts and opinions is precisely why Trump and the Republican Party have leaned so heavily into misinformation and disinformation campaigns. They know what the truth is and how to manipulate the facts to their advantage, to spin a narrative that is eventually co-opted by the base and spread as fact all in the name of clawing back as much political power as possible.
That's because she's not real. We're real Americans.
That's right. We're from here, and we're going to stay here, and we need Donald Trump back.
Here we go. And we believe in Donald Trump.
Yeah. And I believe in you guys.
And he's still our president anyways.
Yeah. Why not?
And we all know that. That's for sure.
In love, not antagonistic like things can be, but say things in love.
Amen. That's really been the overall theme as we go to these across the country, is that people are here having fun, spreading the message of the gospel, unafraid of that. And you won't necessarily get that from corporations and from that normal mainstream media as well. You also get interesting chants that take place sometimes that may or may not be appropriate, but it's really, we like to cover every aspect at RSBN of these rallies.
And the most effective disinformation campaign in recent history has to be Republicans rebranding Trump as a God-fearing, salt-of-the-earth Christian doing nothing more than spreading the word and enacting policies that reflect the religion's values.
If Jesus were an Iowa voter, who do you think Jesus would vote for?
No, Trump for sure.
Yeah, definitely Trump.
If Jesus was an Iowa voter, who do you think he would choose?
Man, I really think he would choose Trump because I think Trump's for Christianity and he shows that, the abortion. And, another thing is just looking at what's happening around the world, with the transgenders and all this, what they're pushing on kids is terrible. They're talking about changing their genders and injecting them with hormones when they change their gender at a very young age. And I can't even, I'm 18 years old, I can't legally drink a beer, and these 12-year-olds can change their gender. I think that's pretty messed up. And
so in 3 years you're gonna have a beer, right, for the first time?
For the first time, yeah.
That's what I was after.
Iowa, so, yeah.
All right, good. Well, enjoy it.
Personally, I think we would vote for Trump. I think Jesus, I know God. He wants people to do what they believe in, and I always believe that's what Trump wants people for, too.
If Jesus were a voter in Iowa, who do you think he'd vote for in this next election?
I'm praying that Jesus would vote for Trump because, the more recently, I don't think Trump was a really strong believer when he entered the race in 2016 or 15, whatever. I really see his life is changing, and now when he speaks, he points people in the direction of God, and that, hey, he's not the answer, but Jesus is the answer.
And President Biden goes to church every Sunday, right?
That's not what's important. It's your personal relationship with Jesus. If he's not living a life for Christ and following Christ, really following Christ's principles, then the fact that he's going to church every week means nothing.
What is it that you like so much about Donald Trump?
Well, I'm Catholic, and I like that he's pro-life and against abortion. And my family grew up in communism. I'm actually from Slovakia, so they know how it was, and we don't want that lifestyle. That's why we came here. You know what I'm saying?
President Biden is a Catholic. He goes to church every Sunday, and he's been consistently an observant Catholic. How does that wash with you with his Catholicism?
Well, how are you going to sign for abortion if you're a Catholic? That goes against everything we believe in. So I don't really agree with his values. I don't know.
Is there one nice thing you can say about President Biden? Is there something that you do like about him? Is there something he's done? Is there something he said? Do you think he loves the country?
No, I don't have no words for him whatsoever.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.